Sri Lanka is going through a dark phase, literally a dark phase, as it has run out of fossil fuels to operate its power generators. The country is facing a severe shortage of foreign exchange and is unable to pay for fuel shipments. The common people are blaming the government for what they call its failure to preempt and handle the crisis in time. The government, meanwhile, has been reaching out to other states in order to ask for assistance, but so far it hasn't really received the kind of responses it sought, barring from New Delhi, which has said that it is considering assisting the island nation.
Just 3 days ago, the island nation Sri Lanka experienced a power cut like never before, as almost the entire country plunged into darkness due to country's incapacity to pay for the fossil fuels. And it wasn't just a single-day phenomenon. The island nation of 22 million people has been suffering a severe shortage of foreign exchange, leading to widespread power cuts in recent days after being left unable to pay for fuel shipments. Business owners in the capital Colombo were seen using candles to light up their stores.
පහට විතර කරන්ට් එක කපනවා. ඒතකොට මේ වෙලාව බිස්නස් තියෙන වෙලාවනේ අපිට. බිස්නස් තියෙන වෙලාවේ මේ කරන්ට් එක කැපුවාම මේ කොහොමද අපි මේ බිස්නස් කරගන්නේ? ඊට පස්සේ 8:00ට විතර එනවා. ඒ වෙලාව වෙනකොට මේ පාරේ හිස් ඒ කියන්නේ මිනිස්සු කවුරුත් නැහැ. එතකොට අපේ තියෙන කෑම හිම ඔක්කොම නරක් වෙලා විසික් කරන්න වෙනවා. එතකොට අපිට ගොඩක් පාඩු.
The island nation is highly dependent on fossil fuel to keep the country running. Over 50% of its needs are met by oil, coal, petroleum and natural gas. The country paid $35 million for a diesel shipment last week, but was required to pay another large payment to import fuel for power generation and to keep its transport system running. Country's foreign exchange reserves hit $2.36 billion at the end of January, while it has to repay about $4 billion in debt repayments this year. Earlier, Sri Lanka's power regulator had announced a countrywide 4-hour and 40 minutes power cut due to waning diesel supplies, triggering long lines of vehicles at petrol stations ahead of the cut. The authorities have come out and said that government was unable to pay for the shipments and hinted at a prolonged period of similar power cuts.
The short-term reason is that there's no enough supply of fossil fuels to run the generators to generate power, and therefore we need to go for the present power cuts in Sri Lanka.
People have not just been suffering the pain in queues, but they have been accusing the government of failure and mismanagement. The fuel has not only hit the power generation, but their entire life and lifestyle. Rohan Fernando, a businessman in Kurungala, said he had grown frustrated with the manner in which the government was running the country and urged people to not support Rajapaksas in any upcoming elections. With just a few days of stock left, the government has been asking for support from different countries for assistance. For now, it is just India, its neighbor, which has comforted it by assuring that it will be making investments in the country. India might also lend Colombo a line of credit in coming times to save it from a complete collapse.